still letting a few people in. We're still letting a few people in, but let's just get everything started. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Val, and this is the 12 days of card making class, and we are going to be making these sparkly Christmas trees. So this is the card we're going to make. And this is being recorded. So if you don't have the supplies with you, you can just watch it now and watch us go through it, and then you can pull it back up and make it later if you want. So let's just go ahead and get started. Our supplies today are, we've got an A6 card, and if you've got a different size card, you're just going to scale everything down to fit it. So, we've got an A6 card, and then we've got some Kraft Cardstock, and then we've got all of the pretty shimmery gold and white cardstocks that I put in the supply list. But you can use any coordinating cardstock. So if you don't like this gold and white and you want to do red and green or something else, just pick out at least 3 coordinating cardstock patterns, and then you can add some glitter, some solid metallic. So there's a lot of really interesting things. This one is kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys have seen this. When I first bought it, I thought they were beads on there, and I thought, how am I going to cut this? But it's like tinsel. So it's really kind of cool. So anyhow, well, I used one of my trees out of that. So we've got that. I've got a tape runner. We've got foam dots or foam squares, whatever you've got, but you can see these are a little dimensional, and they're just going to raise up a few of these trees off of the background. You don't have to do that. If you prefer, you can just keep them all on one level. I've got some gold and white twine. Goes with my papers. So if you do different color combinations, just find something that looks nice, red and white or whatever. I've got a little 1-inch circle punch that we're going to use for this down here. And then I hand cut that one. So if you don't have a circle punch, we could try hand cutting too. I am using a paper trimmer just minimally because we're going to be hand cutting the trees. Scissors, pencil, it's pretty ruler. It's pretty much it. So I've written down here kind of the sizes of things. So when you're going back and forth to doing them, and if you're doing it this size, you can refer to this. So an A6 card is 5 by 6.5 folded. And if you buy the cards in the pack, they come with envelopes. If you want to just make a card out of regular cardstock, you can cut that, score it, and fold it to that size. My advice when you're making a card, if you're going to do things that way, just make sure there's an envelope that will fit your card. So standard sizes are A2, A6, A7. An A7 is 5 by 7, and an A2 is 4 1/4 by 5.5 folded. But you can always Google those too if you forget. So for my trees, because I knew you guys somebody was going to ask, my tallest tree is this gold one here, and that's about 3.5 to 3 3/4 tall, and my smallest one's about 1 3/4 tall. Measurements are not critical in this. You just want a variety of sizes to layer, taller ones in the back, shorter ones in the front. The base of all my trees, I eyeballed cutting these trees, but I'm going to show you how to not do that if you're not comfortable with that. The bases of most of the trees just happen to be about 1.5 inches. That was my eyeball, but that was pretty consistent. So it'll give you an idea. So I have 9 trees on this card. You can do 5 trees, 7 trees. I would keep it an odd number. And odd numbers always just seem to lay out better. You don't want too much symmetry. You want a good variety of heights and depth and stuff with that. So I'm going to show you, let's go ahead and cut out one of these trees. I'm going to cut this little one first. Excuse me. I'm going to flip over my cardstock. So I'm going to show you, this is if you're not comfortable freehanding it. And, you do have to to get the trees to look right, you do have to have symmetry in your triangles. And the trees are simply triangles. But so I'm going to measure, my base is going to be 1.5. Half of 1.5 is 3/4. So I'm just going to go up here and measure 1.5 as well. So I've got I'm going to draw a straight line there. So that's our base. Now I'm going to come up here and I'm going to measure 3/4. just going to, let's make this guy 2.5 inches tall. So this is my center. I'm going to put it up there by the 2.5, and I'm just going to draw from the center to the edge of that line and from the center to the edge of the corner of the paper. Just like that. And then you can just simply cut it out. And there's one tree. So I'll give you guys some time to do a variety of sizes of trees. I'll go ahead and start cutting some as well. I will measure these if you want to know what I've done, and then and cut them. So I'm going to use this funky glitter paper, and it's about 3.5 inches tall. And see how good I am at eyeballing. When I made this card initially, I was pretty good at eyeballing, but sometimes it doesn't always come out that way. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, we're not going for perfection, guys. These are handmade cards. So go ahead and make one out of this one. So this one looks like it might be about 3. Yep, it's about 3 inches tall. So I'm just going to mark 3 inches on the back here, so I know about how tall to make it. I'm going to do so. When you're using pattern paper, you know, be aware of where the pattern is, and use that to your benefit. Like I drew it over here. Well, this isn't the most interesting part of the paper, so I'm going to go back over here, I think. And I'm just going to freehand it, eyeball on it. So there's 3 trees. Let's see, let's do a glitter one. The glitter one. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but my glitter one doesn't come all the way down. So it's kind of floating up there. So it doesn't have to be that tall. So that's about 2 3/4 inches. And I'm just going to cut a few more trees while you guys are doing that. If you're measuring, you're going to need some time. So I will give you some time here to do that. I don't want to rush you through. I did get a question about papers. If you don't have cardstock, now cardstock is the thicker paper. If you're new to card making, it's what a card is going to be made out of. So your base card should have some stiffness to it. If you don't have cardstock and you just have, let's just say you have scrapbook paper or even construction paper, that's okay. You can still make this card. The cardstock portion is not super critical to this card, because even though I'm popping it up, you don't have to do that, for one. And for two, it should still give you enough structure that it shouldn't be a problem. So if you wanted to, if you even wanted to design your own paper, paint your own paper. So there's a lot of different things you can do. The easy way is to go buy some paper. These are all in Michael's open stock section. So you could buy individual sheets. They're 12 by 12 sheets. So let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to cut a little foil one. And you can even cut a variety of shapes of, not shapes, sizes of the trees, where you can cut real skinny triangles or fat stubby triangles. I'm going to cut a fat stubby triangle, and a stubbier triangle on this one. Kind of like, that's what I'm talking about. This is tall and skinny, and that's a little stubbier. So when you, with these different papers, so we've got some glitter, we've got this tinsel, I'm going to call it tinsel, I think that's what it is. Another glitter foil, and then this is a foil embossed, and this is a glitter. You've got a lot of texture, so that makes for interesting composition as well. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see, I'll cut some more white ones. And when you start layering it together, you may decide, oh, I got too many whites, and then you might want to cut another gold or something. You can just be making those decisions as you go along. Here that is. So I've been doing this stuff for a long time, and I have a pretty good eyeball. So I'm comfortable eyeballing things, but I understand a lot of people really want to use a ruler, don't want to eyeball. And when I depended on a ruler, and so I'm pretty good at being able to read a ruler. I know that's sometimes, if you haven't used a ruler a lot, it can be a little challenging to remember where's 3/4, what is 7/8. So won't get into that. We're going to stick with halves and quarters. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have 9 trees. So I'm going to go ahead and just take you to the next step. Keep cutting trees if that's what you're doing. The next piece is taking a piece of the Kraft cardstock, and we're cutting it to 4 by 5.5. So basically you're going to have a 1/2 inch all the way around. So if you're doing a bigger or smaller card, just come up with whatever border you want. Just make it even so you can kind of see this. This was 5 by 6.5. 4 by 5.5 gives me a 1/2 inch on each side. So I like my paper trimmer. If you don't have a paper trimmer, just use your ruler and your pen and your ruler and pencil and your scissors. But if you do like to do card making and do a lot of paper crafting, this is like the best tool you could have.
Valerie?
Yes.
Sometimes like the sound is cutting.
Okay.
So do you want me to try like from your iPhone? Like maybe I will mute your laptop and we'll use the sounds from your iPhone.
Let's try it.
Okay, I will try it now. Okay, now I can hear you. Okay. No.
How about that?
Yes, that's better.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Technical difficulties. All right. So I now have this Kraft cardstock. You can put your card to the side because we're not going to use that till the very end. And the Kraft cardstock, let me get the card here, is where we're going to arrange our trees. So now you can just, I kind of went up about an inch or so from the bottom. Got a dot on my finger. You can start arranging your trees how you want. Now where the dots come in handy is with this tinsel paper, because this tinsel paper is dimensional. So if I'm going to put that in the back and I want to layer this card over the top of it, it's kind of, you can kind of see how it's, it needs something behind it. So that's where the dots come in handy. So I'll try to lay it out similar to what I did here. And this is just eyeballing it to how you like it. And, you know, I may get to this point and go, you know, the way I cut my trees this time, I don't want 9 trees on here. And I might use less. So let's see. I'm gonna put this guy down. Put a little separation between my whites. So I have 7 on here. I think I'm going with 7 on this one. So if you're to this point, you can start adhering them to the Kraft cardstock. So I'm going to move these guys away. And I have a tape runner. You can use a glue stick as well, whatever your preferred method of adhesive is. I like using a dry adhesive, which is either a tape runner, double stick tape, even a glue stick is considered dry. Wet would be like a wet glue. And it just takes too long to dry for my purposes, and I like using the dry. So I think it's worth the investment. So I'm just I like just peeled this guy up. What I did notice is if you overhandle this tinsel paper, if you're using it, you start getting some blank spots, and I'm going to show you what to do with those. So save your little pieces if you're having the same issue I am. We're going to glue them back on, and I'll show you how to do that. Keep these guys, keep my little pile of tinsel. And then I'm just going to keep adhering my trees down. So I'll have my back layer is flat to the cardstock. So these little dots, they come in circles and squares. They're basically foam dots, foam squares. I'm going to go ahead and put this guy in the middle. So I'm going to put a dot on the back of this tree, peel a little paper off. I'm going to lay it in front of that. Now it sits up in front of the tinsel. There we go. And I think I'm going to have to do that. Let's see, let's try this guy. So I'm going to put a dot on this guy and see what it does. Yeah, like that. I like using the dots because it gives just a little bit of dimension. So now we have texture, we have a little bit of depth. You even get some shadows going in there. And, it's kind of nice to have that going on. I'm going to put this guy here. I think I want to put him. Maybe I need to put it. I'm trying to tuck him in there. I think I need to make it skinnier. So that's the beauty of this, is you can just start cutting things to fit how you want your composition, your arrangement of your trees. Well, I bent that, so I'm going to cut me another one. The metallic paper, if you ding it or crease it, you can really tell. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on this guy. Try to tuck him in here. There we go. Yeah, I like it with this, just the 7. So I'm just going to do that one with 7. I think, yeah. So while you guys are doing that, I want to show you, I have a glue pen. So this, I'm not even sure if these are on the market anymore, but these are from way back when I first started paper crafting, but I love these. So it's just a pen. It's got a chisel tip and it's got some glue in it. You can use mono glue, mono adhesive, any kind of paper crafting adhesive. But I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on that bald spot on my tree. And then I'm going to add some of my tinsel back in. I mean, really, for that matter, Elmer's glue would be fine too. It'll dry clear, so. Well, wants to stick to my fingers. Wow, I am failing miserably here. I'm going to use some regular glue. Grab it here. Maybe it just needs a little something to settle into. All right. I'm a big fan of using your fingers as a tool, but sometimes they work against you. So I'm using this tweezers. Where did that go? All right, got that dry. So the next thing we're going to do, let's cut out this circle, and I'm just going to use my circle punch and some gold glitter cardstock. And then what I did for the little white star, I think I probably found a star on this paper that I wanted to use. And what you can do, so you can see where your punch is going, you hold it upside down so you can get it centered where you want it. Now this is going to be the same size as the one I just did, but I'm going to do this so that I can just trim around it slightly and make it a little bit smaller, but at least I have the start of a circle, and it's not going to be perfect. When you're cutting circles, don't try to make your hand go around it. Turn the paper in your hand. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. I'm going to put a dot on it. Center it on my gold circle. And then I'm going to put a dot on the back of the gold circle. And put it up there. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is the twine. So you can see how I did the twine over the trees and behind the Kraft cardstock. So if you went around the card, you wouldn't be able to open the card up. So it's going to get a nice long piece. You can go around however many times you want. One little tip, if you want, you can just tape it in place on the back. Just going to put a little, and I won't be fighting it because it's going to want to move. There we go. So that's one end. So we're going to go this way. Yeah, 4 times is enough for that one. You just do it however you like it, whatever you think looks good. If you just want to do one time around, that's okay too. I'm just going to tie a little knot. I'm going to make it a knot first. And off center, I'm going to kind of balance it with that. So I'm kind of going opposite from that. Just tie a little bow. On my ends. Right.
Valerie,
Yes.
like Priscilla is asking about the tape that you're using.
This?
Yes, what kind of tape?
This is Recollections. It's a tape runner. I'm using permanent. We have permanent and removable. I like permanent because I don't want anything to move. And removable, they say after 15 minutes or so, it becomes permanent, but I don't trust it. So I like the permanent tape because I know that I'm going to put it down. I can pull it up. If I don't burnish it down real hard, I can still pull it up if I need to. And so that's what I like. There's different brands of tape runners. Tombow has a tape runner. And if you look in the adhesive section in the paper crafting department, you'll find a lot of them. But this is the Recollections, which is our private brand permanent tape runner.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
I was saying thanks.
Okay, sure. Okay, so now I've got my card back here and we're just about done. I'm just going to adhere back of my card to the front, the back of my trees, I guess I should say, to the front of my card. Center it. Now, if you wanted to add a greeting, I didn't add a greeting to this. You can do whatever you'd like. You can use a rubber stamp right on here, or you could stamp on another piece of cardstock, say a white piece of cardstock, and you could stamp with gold ink maybe, and just make sure whatever you're going to stamp will fit where you want it. But if you wanted to say Merry Christmas, I'm probably going to turn this into a Happy Christmas card. My 94-year-old father gives a card every year to a British friend of his, and they say Happy Christmas there. So he always asks me to make one because he can't ever find one here. So I've been making this woman a card for years, and this is what she's probably going to get this year. And I will figure out a way to say Happy Christmas on here. Probably do, I might just do a printout. That's another thing you can do. You can print something on your computer and cut it out and use it on your card as well. Were there any other questions?
No.
Okay.
Okay, I guess there is a question here. Can you see it on your laptop?
Yeah,
About like,
have you had any?
The problems with too many foam dots requiring extra postage?
Requiring extra no, usually it won't add weight to it. It might add a little dimension to it, but if you have any concerns, you could ask them to hand cancel it rather than just sticking it in the mailbox and letting it go, because it usually goes through a machine. So if you have any kind of embellishments on your cards, any dimensional embellishments, you might want just to take it to the counter and ask them to hand cancel it for you. And if you have, let's say you did something and it had, buttons and some other things on it that, if it did go through a machine accidentally, it might crack the buttons or something. If you want to wrap it in a little bubble wrap, it may add a little bit to your postage with the weight, but I don't think that the weight of the foam dots will add enough weight to it. So, oh, you got your tape roller messed up. This one is disposable. And I don't have too much trouble with it going backwards or backing up on it. You can open it, but once I open it, I'm going to probably have some trouble. But if you've got like a Tombow or something like that, you could try using your fingernail and re-rolling it backwards, but it's hard. It is really hard. And that's why I like this one, because it doesn't mess up. And when it's empty, it's empty. I don't even have to figure out how to refill it. So I'm actually reading some of your chat comments, and I'm glad you all have enjoyed this. Okay, somebody said the limit is 1/4 inch thickness. So I think we're okay. These dots are probably about 1/8 of an inch. Yeah, they're not even. Well, hold on. Let me see how good my eyes are today. Yeah, they're about 1/8 of an inch. So 2 dots is about what you can get, which is probably about what we have. So. All right, well, I'm going to let y'all get back to crafting. I would love to see your cards if you want to put them on michaels.com and just hashtag make it with Michaels. Ooh, I would love to see them. And I hope you guys had fun. Happy card making for Christmas and the holidays. And we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.